Excitement is brewing in Omaha ahead of the opening round of the NCAA tournament. The Iowa State and Drake men will be taking the floor there tomorrow night. The Cyclones are taking on South Dakota State, and Drake will be facing Washington State. Local 5's Raina Garcia has more on these two matchups from Omaha.
Being able to play here in Omaha is a huge boost for the Cyclones because they're expecting their fans to turn this place into Hilton West and bring a little bit of that Hilton magic along with them. This is Iowa State's 23rd trip to the Big Dance, and this year they're the 2 seed. That comes with some high expectations, especially when you think back to last season where the Cyclones went one and done in the NCAA tournament. But the players tell me they're more connected as a team this year and are more dynamic offensively across the board. They've learned from last year's disappointment and know what it will take to get a better result this time around.
I think last year we might have took our opportunity for granted. So this year, coming out, being ourselves, and getting after anybody we play is going to be key.
Just learning from that, realizing that it's really win or go home at this point. So just coming together as a team, enjoying the moment, but at the same time going out there and competing to win.
This matchup between ISU and South Dakota State has some interesting connections. Head coach TJ Otzelberger got his first head coaching job at South Dakota State, and he had a lot of success in his 3 years there, leading the Jackrabbits to a 70-33 overall record, 2 Summit League titles, and 2 NCAA tournament appearances. South Dakota State's current head coach Eric Henderson was on Otzelberger's staff during that time and took over the program when he left.
Eric Henderson's been one of my best friends on earth for 20 plus years. Had opportunity to coach, Brian Peterson at Iowa State and recruit him there and have tremendous confidence and belief in him. So there's a lot of people that we really care about. There's a lot of gratitude and thankfulness that we have.
Iowa State and South Dakota State will tip off tomorrow night at 6:35, but they're not the only local team we are following here in Omaha. The Drake Bulldogs here as well, and they'll play right after Iowa State. And Drake has not been an underdog at any point at all this season. Up until now, they're the 10 seed going up against the 7 seed Washington State. The Cougars are a team with a lot of size. All of their starters are 6'8" or taller. The tallest of the Bulldog starters is Darnell Brody at 6'10". But even with the size disadvantage and going up against a Power 5 program, Drake doesn't view itself as an underdog. They've been here before 3 out of the last 4 seasons. They've been battle-tested in a tough Missouri Valley Conference, and they have a very experienced core group of players. So the team is not buying into that underdog narrative.
We know what our team is capable of, and we've waited for this moment all year. We put in a lot of work since June, especially for this team collectively to be brought together this year. So I think it's not really an underdog feeling, but we know that's the narrative, so it definitely pushes us for sure.
Being here in Omaha is a homecoming for Tucker and Darren DeVries. Before taking over as the head coach at Drake, Darren was an assistant at Creighton for 17 years.
We were certainly excited when our name popped up and it was Omaha for a lot of reasons. One, it's 2 hours away for our fans, but more importantly for my family and I and Tucker, we spent 20 years in this place, so I couldn't be more excited to be back here playing a game in front of so many people that we've been friends with for so long.
Well, there are no shortage of storylines here in Omaha, and if Drake and Iowa State both win their first round games, we could get an in-state matchup with a trip to the Sweet 16 on the line. So make sure to stick with Local 5 for all of your NCAA tournament coverage as we follow our local teams in their pursuit of a national championship. Reporting from Omaha, Raina Garcia, Local 5 Sports.